Hello, welcome to CNS Chat News Stuff. Today we're doing our local newspaper, but there's a big story on here that Grant wants to cover, because he knows a lot more about it than me.
Yeah,
I haven't lived in this town very long.
The reason why I brought this up is just because there's a lot of like Islamics talking at the minute, and people like saying that they hate people and stuff, right? This is something that happened 2 years ago, which wasn't even relevant when ISIS were that thing. It says that see, I can't really talk about it because it's too local on that, but I just wanted to bring the point across that there was stories of hatred and stuff about Muslims and things in England way before all this stuff happened, and it's irrelevant. They're just drumming up hatred for people. Right.
So what have we got in this one then? I haven't even ever seen this newspaper.
Yes, the thing, I'd never seen or heard this one either.
Oh, the Independent?
Yeah. It's
30p, so let's see what we got for this.
Yeah.
Pensions hit by market turmoil. Markets wobble as nervy investors offload shares. Losses in Europe, Asia and US over fears for global economy. Deflation and spread of Ebola spook traders.
Getting scared, aren't they?
Well, like Jamie said in the last episode, there's nothing to be scared about. You've got more chance of catching AIDS.
It's loads of little. You got pregnant activist held for king assault. There's just. Oh, this is actually like a bit different to the other story. It's just loads of little stories, like the little. Like, hold it up.
By the looks of it, you are getting your money's worth.
Yeah, there's loads of little stories. Like it's generalisation.
That's what people want. They don't want to read loads of shit.
Yeah.
That's why we do this. People don't want to read all this. They want it read to them.
Yeah, or they'll sit on a train and read the Standard or whatever they.
Yeah, but now you can sit on your tablet or your phone.
Listen to us.
Yeah, you can listen to us.
Good shout.
Yeah. So subscribe.
Go on then. What's that?
Boy survives fall from 9th floor flat. Oh, he's lucky, man. That's in France. A 4-year-old boy reportedly fell 25 metres from the balcony of a 9th floor flat and survived.
Whoa, lucky boy.
Yeah, lucky sod. The boy was recovering in hospital this week after falling from an apartment block in the city of Saint-Étienne in central France. A bush was said to have broken his fall. Oh, thank God for them bushes, eh?
Yeah, lucky bastard.
This next one's in the States. Go on then, Grant.
This one here, it's funny. An Irish pub on the Las Vegas Strip is expected to break a Guinness World Record after more than 2 weeks of nearly non-stop live music. The concert began the 1st of October in the Rira pub and was expected to make history yesterday. Artists are allowed no more than a 25-second break between songs and a 5-minute break between sets. It's pretty good, just people drumming up stuff. This is it's a lot to take in though, isn't it? Like when you initially open it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's going on with this newspaper?
The News Matrix, the day at a glance.
What can you expect for 30p though?
Yeah, well, but that's our kind of our idea. Look, the day at a glance. This could obviously at the front page. You'd think that don't really affect me and that. So let's have a read a little bit. It says what the turbulent means. Should I be worried about the market falls? Stock markets are always volatile, and seasoned investors know to ride it out. Indeed, some see recent events as a buying opportunity based on the old saw that when markets panic, it's time to buy it. So should I rush to overmarket on ISA and stuff it with growth stocks? You should never make investment decision based on short-term events. If you haven't used up your 15 grand tax-free ISA allowance yet, there's no rush. You have until 5th of April. If you've used your allowance and you are worried then your investment is shrinking daily, then think carefully. If you can cope with the notion then your nest egg could shrink. It's not a bad little shout. So they're saying like now, because there's panic, if you've got your £15,000 tax ISA allowance, you could go and invest it now. This is interesting actually. This is interesting because there was a story that I think you might have read this one actually about, you know, the man that said that disabled people aren't worth minimum wage.
Oh yeah.
Right, okay, so it's Nick Clegg's actually shot this one back. It says Nick Clegg appeared to come to the defence of the welfare reform minister, Lord Feud, yesterday, saying it was right to have difficult discussions about how to get people with severe disabilities into the workplace. The Liberal Democrat leader said that while Lord Feud comments that some disabled workers were not worth the minimum wage had been deeply distressful and offensive to people, he had that the general issue was one that needed to be addressed. Really? Do you know, like, do you think about it? Someone in a wheelchair that could sit at a desk, they can still do a job, and he's like saying, you know, you're not worth the minimum wage. It's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is wrong. Everyone's entitled to work.
They
might be disabled, but if they can work,
it just states here at the bottom, it says that clearly a lot of people were very angry at the way the comments were made. Well, yeah, because you're harsh, mate,
I'm very angry.
But there is a discussion to be had about the best way to help very disabled people, not by saying they're not worth minimum wage. That's just going to knock their confidence in that, mate. It's not.
It's pretty much telling them it's all going to benefits.
Dozens of outsourced NHS patients were left in severe pain by botched eye surgeries carried out by private contractors. See, this is the thing that NHS now like privatise, they don't want to privatise it, but they want to send it out on people to get people off the waiting list. Ebola again. Ebola, famine wars, the price of food spirals.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing about Ebola. We're not going to get it.
It says the price of food spirals. This isn't new. That's why they was catching all them birds that have been declining since the 1980s that we read about yesterday, because they need to catch them for food.
Yeah.
Okay, look, this is a good one. We was reading yesterday about the Oxford University, right? Look, private schools make you elite, not clever. So it just means your social circle are going to be obviously higher power people.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that word elite yesterday.
If you dress in tailcoats, it doesn't make you any cleverer, but it makes you feel part of an elite. Correct. Everyone should wear the same school uniform in the UK then.
Yeah. Nah. We shouldn't have a school uniform in the UK.
Yeah, but you should.
Why shouldn't? Why? Because it's uncomfortable and
no, think about it this, right?
People are like an individual person. You don't want to feel like the next person.
But then you've got a poor
kid. That's what they're doing.
You've got a poor kid that can't go out and spend £110 on a pair of trainers you're going to wear to school, like your good self. And then you've got another kid who,
bad, are they?
and another kid who can't go and spend that, and he has to go and get a £20 pair of fucking whatever. It's unfair. If you've all got the same uniform,
you can have expensive school shoes and cheap school shoes.
I mean, I used to wear Ralph Lauren shirts to school. I did, because I couldn't have like a proper nice blazer and shoes. So I used to have a nice shirt.
I used to have hoodies and that.
Yeah, you have a nice shirt. We weren't allowed to wear hoodies.
Oh, I just didn't care.
Not
in this, that's like the third Ebola warning.
Help stop the spread of Ebola. So wait, they want you to help it, and the government should help really, but they want you to send in £3, the general public. They want you to spend your hard-earned money that you get taxed on to help this thing when the government should be doing it. That is
outrage.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me on that one, because that's unbelievable. Emergency appeal Ebola outbreak in West Africa.
I don't particularly agree.
Obama's got more money than you. David Cameron's got more money than you, and they're asking you to send £3 in. Joe.
They probably put £2.50.
Your £3 is better spent with the people that look after the coast of Britain, because they don't get funding from anyone.
Or send it to WaterAid, because of all the water wasted for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
WaterAid, that's a brilliant shout. £3 to WaterAid.
Why not?
Someone's found some jewellery in that using a metal detector, which is...
Oh, that's big news.
It's kind of. It says Anglo-Saxon goldsmiths may have fooled their wealthy patrons into paying over the odds for jewellery and gold artefacts that research on Britain's greatest treasure hold revealed it might not quite be so fabulous as thought. They've used sort of dodgy gold and that and sold it. So they were faking stuff even back then. Britain damaged patient remains able to think. He's obviously going to sue the NHS. Which again, that's why the NHS want to get into sort of privatising it, because then they're not liable for the sues of like damaged eyes things, or obviously what happens to this person. It's a bit brain damaged patient.
Yeah.
Hope for the rhino after Truce was told about its horn.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Campaign to stop Vietnamese people buying rhino horn as part of an effort to save the species has cut demand by almost 2/5 in a year. Why are Vietnamese people eating rhino horn?
I haven't got a clue. No. That's the first I've heard of it.
Demand for their horns, in particular in Vietnam, for medicine to treat conditions ranging from cancer to hangovers.
More stuff about energy. 3 days late again.
Oh yeah. Consumers are paying an average of £410 more a year for energy compared to a decade ago. When we read the other day that it was
my electric bill was £88, I think.
Is that a quarter or a month?
Month. That's quite a lot.
That's still their Xboxes. Yeah, I'm joking.
And laptops.
Chernobyl's death-defying nuclear family. They just need somewhere to live. Like in Russia, they just thought they'd stay there. It's free because no one else stays there, so they're staying in Chernobyl.
With their gas masks.
See, that's quite an interesting, different sort of story. It's not something you'd read in. These are obviously places now. Look, they're going to Congo, Algeria, Yemen, South Africa, France, Greece, Venezuela, Japan. Look, Japan minister spent 20 grand on party cash and clothes. He spent 20 grand on clothes.
He must be like a pretty suited and booted.
Do you think Nick Clegg's suit and David Cameron's suits are cheap?
No, they're probably Primani.
They're probably not from Primani, are they? Casino punters on a roll. Oh, hang on, sorry. Punters are enjoying a good run of winning more at tables, according to Rank, the owner of Governor's Casino. More customers and bigger stakes meant quarterly revenue rose 3% at the casino, though Rank reports a slightly lower win margin, meaning gamblers took home more cash. Don't believe that at all.
We went to casino last night and someone took home £2 grand.
Yeah, I watched.
That was pretty amazing. I didn't watch.
He was happy. Let's put it like that.
I would be. I lost £100.
Well, join us tomorrow. We're going to do And we'll do another one on a different newspaper.
Yeah,
maybe
more interesting one probably.
One I've heard of. I never heard this one. That's why I bought it. I just thought it's something completely different.
Yeah,
and,
30p. It's not really that much of a waste of money, is it? Yeah.
So we'll wrap this up. I hope you enjoy Chat News stuff and subscribe down there.
Yeah. See you next time.